Let's see what's up. Let's hit it. Okay, now that was promising. Here it is, friends. One badass RC boat you haven't seen in a minute. Yes, indeed. It's the mini supercharged V8 RC boat. The replica of Scott Steele's Race and Craft GN boat. For those that don't know, this thing has a little V drive. It does have an actual miniature V8 engine, water pump, puke tank, fuel tank, and yes, it has an electric starter. And your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a little blower. It's a little functional blower. These little zoomy headers. Yes, little spark plug wires. This motor runs on nitromethane. Our quest has been to get this thing on the water. It's a very challenging project. And for some reason I allowed social media to get to me too much. Make this thing run. Come on, turn it on. Make it run, turn it on. Make it run, turn it on. And the engine needs a lot of dialing. Unfortunately, last time I was running the engine locked up on me. I'm not sure what went wrong, but today we're going to delve into it and find out. Shall we? Hi there, I'm Bill Oxidean. I raced radio controlled model boats for over 25 years. Over that time, I won a lot of races and broke a lot of records, and I learned a lot, not just about boats, but about life. Eventually, I graduated to full-size drag boats, and I've had a great time doing that. Now, I have my own RC boat factory. We make the world's fastest, most reliable radio-controlled boats. Join us as we show you all about it. Okay, so people in this engine are trying to turn it by hand. It is locked. That thing is frozen, stuck. Let's see what could possibly be causing this. As with my full-size race boat, the first place I'm going to check is the valve train. So let's take this valve cover off. First, I'm going to attach this fuel line. Remove these T-bars. Now let's remove the valve cover. Let's take a look. Up, immediately, what do I see? A valve spring. Shit. Oh, it looks like right there. We must have dropped a valve. Let's get this spring. Yeah. Put it in the parts bin. Let's get this valve retainer. Parts bin. Now here's another part that looks like it broke off the head itself. Yeah. Spring guide. One thing I know for absolute certain is this engine has to come apart. I'm going to tear it down some right in front of you guys. Blower hat off. Blower off. Now I'm going to remove the intake manifold to remove the head. I see 4 bolts exposed. I'm hoping I don't have to take the blower manifold off. Let's see. Okay, I got the 4 intake bolts out. Nice. Intake manifold came right off. Heads are exposed. Now I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to remove this rocker guide plate to get to the rest of the head bolts, because I doubt that there's only 2 head bolts up top. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down below. So I'm sure there's at least 4 up here. Now, while I've got you guys, for those that are curious, this thing is an actual roots blower. You can see the lobes in there. I know all about this blower because I've rebuilt it myself. Twin carbs sit atop. It's got front and rear output bearings on the casing, ribbed casing for heat dissipation. This thing is totally rad. I haven't tried one with just carbs, but from what I understand, this thing actually puts out power. It actually boosts power. And I've thought about machining some bigger pulleys. Wouldn't that be rad? That's for a different experiment. Now these are the fuel intake ports, fuel and air. And you see they're O-ringed. You can see the ports that go to each of the heads. One O-ring is stuck on there. I should take it and just set it in there. Just for safekeep. Now to remove this head, I'm gonna have to remove these headers too, these zoomies. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 7 bolts. Not 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bolts. And that's a bit of an awkward position unless I pull it out. Now, like I said, I'm gonna have to remove this rocker plate and get at least 4 bolts in here. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet there's like 5, if I remember correctly. These are the studs for the T-bars. You can see one exposed there. Check that out. You can see the tiny push rods. If you look in there, there are little lifters. This is a true little miniature V8 engine. Down the last part. We're looking on this side. Now the push rods are bent, which is great. But you can see the solid lifters in there. Unfortunately, this boat uses 440 drivers. Use all American size head bolts. And I've gotten so used to what most of us are used to is metric. I do have the right drivers, but I don't have them here with me at this shop. I have them at my other facility, so I'm gonna have to bring them to finish this project, to get this head off. But that's not an issue. You know? You wanna know why? Because here's the truth. This thing is my project. I don't care who wants to rush me, who wants to say put it on the water, this, that. I'm a very busy man. I make videos for you guys every single day. 365 days a year. And that, my friends, is not easy. It's not an easy task. And this thing is my project to do at my pace. It's gonna be right. That's not to say I don't have a second one in the works with a whole different engine. But in reality, this engine is very finicky. Very finicky. It's not easy to get one of these to run right in the first place. And where I went wrong is trying to rush it. I do want to get this project on the water. And that's why I'm going to order a new head. I just don't trust any method of reattaching that spring retainer. Not spring retainer, but that spring guide. I can't see of any other way of reattaching that. I might actually ask Joey Gross of Gross Racing if he knows a way, but I mean, that's a very tiny area to try to weld. But I mean, I don't know. I think if anyone could remachine this head, it'd be him. That would be a neat project in a video in itself, to get Joey Gross of Gross Racing, the maker of the fastest and most badass drag boat engines out there, to work on these tiny little heads. Wouldn't that be something? Now, what we most certainly hurt on that other head was a valve spring, a spring retainer, and a clip. Well, I have all these parts in spares. I got a bag full of retainers, a bag full of springs, a bag full of clips, and a bag full of valves. So if I get the head off and the piston isn't too damaged, then we should be all right. But I'm not sure how all right we'll be because I don't know how to bond that spring guide back to the cast aluminum head. I'm gonna look into that. If not, I may have to buy a new head and a new header. Well, we shall see. I've also got a spare blower belt, which is cool. I set everything back on top of the engine and put all the screws in bags. So when I get my correct driver, I'm going to tear this engine back down, and we're going to get to the problem. We're going to see if something's locked up in the valve. I'm sure the valve is probably just locked up in the cylinder. We'll see exactly what damage it did. Hopefully it didn't bust up a piston or anything like that. But until then, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and continue enjoying radio control model boating. Bill Oxidean in the V-8, over and out.